Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. There is a very interesting story captured by the Standard today. A story I want us to have a look, after which I'll explain what it means. Kenya INC numbers 63%. Raila's 27 counties accounted for 63% of total county economic output, with Ruto's 20 counties 37%. You are seeing Raila 63%, Ruto 37%. I'll explain that. Raila's 27 counties average monthly per capita incomes of 18,016, while Ruto's 20 comes out at shilling 16,360. National average was 17,367. Shillings 3,004. Raila's 27 counties average agriculture output at shillings 3,004 and shillings 15,011 non-agriculture. Ruto's 20 average shillings 6,445 agriculture and shillings 916 non-agriculture. 61%. Raila's 27 counties represented 61% of the population, not voters, and Ruto's 20 represent the rest, 39%. What does that mean? Standard is using the August presidential election in coming out with these figures. In August 2022 presidential elections, Raila won in 27 counties, Ruto won in 20 counties. And in the counties that Raila Odinga won in the 27 counties, they make 63%, let me call it, of the country's economic output, while the rest that Ruto won in only makes 37%. So Raila's strongholds are contributing more to the country's economic output than in those areas that voted for William Ruto. It means that even in terms of tax, areas that voted for Raila Odinga are contributing more. And also, if you look at it, Raila's 27 counties represent 61% of the country's population. Ruto's represent only 39% of the population. And going through these figures, you are seeing clearly why I've been maintaining that something is seriously wrong in Kenya. Things are not adding up. We have a minority government forcing its oppressive rules on the majority. We are seeing a minority actually mocking the majority. Let's dig deep into this. From that story, there are some things coming out very clearly. The first thing coming out very clearly, areas that voted for Raila Odinga are contributing more to Kenya's economic output than the areas that voted for William Ruto. The irony of it all is that these areas that voted for Raila Odinga, who are contributing more to the country's economic output, they are being left aside, or rather they are being left out when it comes to government jobs and government developments. The areas contributing less to the country's economic output are being rewarded more. That's the first thing coming on very clearly. So it means that Kenya is treading on a very dangerous path, because the areas that are being denied developments and jobs in government are actually the largest, or rather they are the people who are even contributing more, even in terms of tax. The second thing coming out very clearly, when Rigathi said that Kenya is a company of shareholders, it's very clear where the majority of shareholders are. Rigathi and his team are a minority shareholder in this company called Kenya. Their contribution to the growth of Kenya is a minority contribution. So the remarks by Rigathi Gachagua were very unfortunate remarks, and he made those remarks out of ignorance. He was talking out of ignorance, not knowing the implications of his remarks. Another thing coming out from that story, it's clear from that story as to who won 2022 presidential election. In fact, the standard is not just bold enough to say Raila won. Even from that statistics, you are seeing clearly who a good majority of Kenyans preferred for the presidency. If we are competing with you, I beat you in 27 counties, you beat me in 20. And then if we look in terms of elected leaders, Azimio had majority members of parliament, majority governors, majority MCAs. In fact, Ruto and his team won only in the Senate, where they had 24, where they had, in fact, it was, they won with only one. Out of 47 senators, they had 24, Azimio had 23. So out of 4 elective areas, or rather elective seats, senatorial, gubernatorial, National Assembly and MCAs, Azimio won, scooped 3 out of 4. Yes. And even in terms of presidential votes on the ground, Raila won in 27 out of 47. That alone confirms who Kenyans preferred as their president in August election. Yes. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But even before I stop, William Ruto and his team, they are courting disaster by isolating some Kenyans from government services and developments. They are courting disaster. And this is why I still maintain and I believe that Ruto will be a very lucky man to finish his term. He will be very lucky. Resentment, disappointments, rebellion against him are growing each passing day. And it's also very clear, even in areas that voted for him, are a very disappointed lot. Ruto and his team are actually shooting themselves on the foot. That's why I believe that for him to finish his first term, he will be very lucky. If only Raila can mobilize all his supporters to converge in Nairobi. Just as I did say in our earlier video, no military on earth can stop that. That's a team that nobody can stop. Let's meet in our next analysis. In case you are watching us but you are not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you're giving me here. Any other person who wants to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number. Let's meet in our next analysis.